Hey Run Junkies, it's time for another weekend update on my Dopey Challenge training. If you are new to this channel, welcome. And if you don't know what the Dopey Challenge is, go ahead and click on this card right here or check out the link in the description below. There are a lot of things I have to consider when I'm training for an event this size. When you're talking about 4 to 6 months worth of training, you're gonna go on weekend trips or on vacation or something like that, somewhere in there. So there's always that problem of trying to fit it in or make sure that it still gets done. And when we're traveling, it is hard to do that. As long as you know going into a travel scenario how to manage that, it's easier to get all of that worked in. I am in week 4 of the Train Like a Mother Dopey Challenge training plan and what I am considering the first week of phase 2. Most of the runs are 50% longer already than they were in phase 1. That really isn't a whole lot in terms of the overall training. I'm still in the base building period. So being on vacation this week, I had to deal with a lot of the travel part of it, but we're also in Wisconsin, which has a very different climate than Denver. Denver can be very dry, where Wisconsin is a lot more humid, and this week it was downright muggy. Today is actually the first day where the humidity was a little lower than it had been all week. So that is a challenge, and especially when you are training for heart rate. Heat increases your heart rate, and so does humidity. So there are all of those things that we have to keep in mind. As long as I know that going in, I can lower my expectation. What I have done a little differently on this vacation is I've really stuck with my nutrition plan. The other small change that I'm making, I've always been just terrible at hydrating. I've never drank enough water, but this time around I wanted to make sure that I was hydrating properly. So that has been kind of my small change. I'm probably still not drinking as much water as I should. That has been a deliberate and conscious decision for me this week. The time change has been a slight issue this week, even though I'm only an hour ahead of Denver. I'm already struggling to get up early, and the sun comes up earlier here in Wisconsin than it does in Denver, but I want to make sure that I still get out for my runs before the heat of the day. I have had some spectacular runs this week in terms of the view. So I had a beautiful sunrise run the other day, and this morning I got to run with some friends. I feel that there was a breakthrough this morning on my long run. I do feel like I knocked off almost a minute on average pace, even though it was hills. Like, it's really hilly here. If you're going to do any running in a lake basin, you're going to have to run uphill to get out of it, which wreaks havoc on your heart rate. We've had a really busy week, and if you watched yesterday's video, you'll see kind of all of the things we crammed into the first couple of days that we were here. I have a cardinal, like, just, can you hear him? I got in a full week's worth of training, regardless of the travel. And it's usually the travel that gets in my way. So I consider that a personal victory. I got it all done. I got it all in. But that is it for me today. I'm missing the Olympics right now. There's water polo and road cycling and all kinds of cool stuff going on. I have to say that I was up really, really late last night watching the opening ceremonies. I'm glad I was, because that cauldron, though, I'm missing the Olympics right now. So I'm going to go. But that is it from me today. Thank you everybody for watching. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. And if you are training for something, let me know how it's going in the comments section below. Have a great day, everybody. Get out there, go find your awesome. We'll see you next time. And in the meantime, happy running.